Hello, everyone. This is John.
This is Murat.
We are Hits of Our Lives, and this is our 32nd episode. So let's begin. Let's talk about charts. This is another exciting week. There are some minor changes, but it's still exciting. What do you think?
I think it is still exciting because still, for when you look at the last few weeks, we've been seeing the war of the Fate of Ophelia versus Golden.
Yeah,
Now, we have been having some newcomers in the top 10 on Hot 100, and now we're expecting one newcomer in top 10.
yeah,
So I think it's still exciting, at least for those who really love the beat of charts.
exactly. We talked about Golden versus Ophelia for some weeks now, and we talked about a showdown, but it isn't there anymore. There's not much of a war left. Ophelia, the fate of Ophelia, is here to stay at number one until Christmas. That's for sure. We can
Yeah.
say that, right?
Yeah, like maybe not until Christmas, but maybe around December, right?
Yeah, until Christmas songs take over,
Yeah, yeah,
uh, the fate of Ophelia is going to be staying at number one, and
yeah,
Golden seems to be falling
yeah,
on radio and in streams as well, following Halloween.
yeah,
And Taylor's remixes and the variants and the physical
yeah,
releases seems to have helped, definitely. She has
yeah,
taken the right steps to stay at number one.
yeah, yeah. We've talked so much again before in this podcast about the variant strategy.
Yeah,
And I believe, wow, I still admire the strategy behind this entire release and how
yeah,
each week I think it is super calculated in a very good way. I think, for example, when you look at last week, we've seen the Lad Luxury remix
yeah,
released on the very last day of the tracking week, and it really helped boost the digital sales. And I think it was such a smart move. For example, by this Friday, we're expecting the shipments of the
yeah.
CDs for the Fate of Ophelia. So I think each
Mhm.
week has already some predetermined tactics to make sure that Ophelia stays at number one. And I really admire.
Yeah, exactly.
What a great marketing strategy.
Yeah, the shipments were very strategically timed. Actually, they kind of envisioned that things would come to this point where they
Yeah,
would be like competing with Golden for number
yeah,
one.
yeah.
And it all paid out. All the strategies have worked, and that part
Mhm.
of the chart isn't exciting anymore because we know the top three or top four is like here
Yeah,
to stay
yeah,
uh, until December. That's for sure.
yeah.
Let's talk about Michael Jackson.
Yeah, wow. I think it's still, whenever you say the name, I think for this past couple of days, and I think also during Halloween, we all got, I think, goosebumps seeing Michael Jackson breaking that
Yeah,
record of having hits in 16 decades on top 10 on Hot 100.
yeah. Hmm.
Such a amazing moment to witness. And it's, to have this, to breathe this, to be able to part of this history, to be able to part of this moment that is being recreated. That is amazing. What do you think?
To those who do not know, Thriller got to top 10 this week on Billboard Hot 100, following this surge in streams and radio during Halloween, actually. Uh, Thriller peaked at number four back in 1984, actually. So this is like its first week at top 10 since then. So that is why this is so important. And the points in the charts, like in Hot 100, is pretty low. So it got there actually because of that this year. In the past
Yeah,
years, it was competing with other songs during Halloween, and
yeah,
this year it got a bit lucky actually,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it is still a huge moment, a huge accomplishment. So
Definitely,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah,
just to remember.
definitely. I think it's Halloween, of course, helps it, but having this moment, I think it's still great.
Exactly. And it's exciting to see Michael Jackson and Mariah Carey back together on charts
Yeah.
because All I Want for Christmas Is You is number 31 this week on Hot
Wow.
100. I
Wow.
was looking for like digging through the archives and looking for the moment where they were last seen together at Hot 100, and I thought it should be like in 90s or 2000, early 2000, but I was surprised to see that it was 2011
Mm,
with O Santa and another
mm,
song by Michael Jackson where he is featured. I don't remember the name, but we didn't need to go that back
mm.
actually. So, but still, 14 years later, here they are
Yeah,
together at Hot
yeah,
100 again.
definitely. And I think it's also the earliest entry of A Life for Christmas is You, right?
Exactly. I mean, usually we see Christmas songs re-entering during Thanksgiving, and this time, following the It's Time video announcement by Mariah Carey, uh, the streams like exploded, and because the streams overall are pretty low this year, and the
Yeah,
chart points are pretty low, so they got a bit lucky too. So this is the earliest we are seeing
yeah,
All I Want for Christmas Is You and Last Christmas
yeah,
in Hot 100. So it's gonna be like 7 weeks this year
yeah.
on Hot 100.
Wow.
Usually they get like five, and then
Mm-hmm.
they exit the chart on January.
Yeah,
So here they are back again, and we're expecting a
yeah.
top 20 placement next week. And we all know what's gonna happen in this December if
Yeah,
years don't change.
definitely. And I think what's also I think super interesting to note is that we didn't see "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" by Brenda this week on Hot 100. We only
Mhm.
are witnessing "All of Our Christmas Is You" and "Last Christmas." But just with the start of the new tracking week, we're seeing "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" above Last Christmas on US Spotify. And now, actually, during time of this recording, they're like back to back, the three songs from 8
Yeah.
to 10. So it's already an intense competition. And I think, we've said the Fate of Ophelia and Golden was the most intense competition of this year, but I think it's going to be these three competing neck to neck for number one.
Yeah, I mean, this happened in the previous years as well, and Brenda actually got to number one for 2 weeks 2 years ago, but
Yeah,
couldn't manage to get to number one last year. But there was
yeah.
some kind of a push by Brenda's team 2 years ago, but we'll see if they're gonna push it again this year.
Hmm.
But the song "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" is huge in US, not globally. It's
Yeah,
not as popular as it is in US, but it is huge. It is as huge as "All I Want for Christmas Is You." And
yeah.
during a time in December, like around Thanksgiving, it kind of gets close to All I Want for Christmas Is You, and during Christmas, it actually surpasses it in Spotify.
Yeah.
But Mariah's streams are better in Apple Music and in other platforms, in YouTube as well. So that's what makes
Yeah.
her get to the top each year.
Yeah, and also currently "A Love from Christmas Is You" is number 11 on US Apple Music, and it's almost like it has no competitor on the chart.
Yeah,
I mean, it's almost solely owned by Mariah Carey at this point. The other songs are so below. I think it's going to again come down to, the streams that are happening, especially maybe in program streams in other DSPs. So I think that's going to be a very crucial part that's going to, I think, play a critical factor.
exactly. And Mariah is doing a bit of promotion this year, as last year. She's going on tour. Not on tour actually. She has some Las Vegas days lined up. She's gonna be residing there. So there's some kind of a push from her team,
Yeah.
and they want to push it because there are some records to break by Mariah Carey this year. This year is important for All I Want for
Hmm.
Christmas Is You. because it already spent 18 weeks at number one. And the
Wow.
record, as we all know, is 19 weeks at number one
Yeah.
by
Old
Shabuzi.
Town Road. Yeah. And a bar
Uh,
song. Yes.
yeah, yeah, two songs. So she's gonna be surpassing them, or it only needs 1 week
Hmm.
to get to 19 weeks, and then another week to 20 weeks. So usually she gets 3 or 4 weeks at number
Yeah.
one each year. So it is very possible, it is very likely that she's getting that. And not only that, actually, she's also getting another record if she manages to, and that is most weeks at top two.
Mm.
And of course, there's a whole list of records that Mariah can break. Most weeks in top three as well. And then longest charting female song is possible because
Wow.
it just got to 72 weeks, and the record is held by Dua Lipa with Levitating at 77 weeks. So we got like
Mm.
6 more weeks, I think,
Yeah.
until January. So she's gonna get there, and of
Wow.
course, she has a chance to be the first artist to score 100 weeks at number one. Currently, she's at 97 weeks, so she's gonna need
Wow.
3 more weeks at number one to get there. These are all very
Wow.
likely. She
Wow.
finally is gonna get the record back.
Wow.
She had the record for with One Sweet Day at 16 weeks for so many years,
Wow.
and that was,
Wow.
of course, broken by Despacito first. No,
Mm.
it wasn't broken, but it was the
Tide.
same.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tied, yes, and then Shabuzi and Old Town Road
Hmm.
surpassed her, and now she's gonna get it back. So that
Wow.
is like one of the most exciting chart moments there
Yeah.
that we're waiting in December to happen.
Wow. That's, I think, amazing because, I mean, we've also seen through all of these years Mariah Carey bearing all of the critiques that she had to face for various different reasons. But I think it's requires so much admiration at this point, to
Yeah,
rule Hot 100 in a way that nobody else does. And she has a song that is timeless. It is, about to break all these records. I mean, most of
yeah,
them are already broken. She's already the artist with the most Hot 100 number ones, the most weeks at Hot 100 number one, which, I mean,
yeah,
those maybe, the total number of number ones at Hot 100 with the number of songs will be maybe might be broken in the future, but I think the total number of weeks, it's so hard to break.
yeah,
Uh, uh,
exactly.
yeah, and because she has songs with Love for Christmas Is You, We Belong Together, One Sweet Day, etc., that are above 14 weeks and beyond at number one. So I think, wow, we're talking about such an amazing artist. And I think,
Exactly.
again, like Michael Jackson, I mean, we have the right to be excited to witness both of those amazing two artists charting at 100 during the same week.
Exactly, and we gotta give kudos to Billboard for allowing this to happen, actually,
Hmm.
because back in the 90s and 2000s, I mean, these songs didn't get a chance to enter charts. Now we're talking about Michael Jackson, Mariah Carey every time, every year during this time. So I think we get lucky,
Yeah,
and Billboard is allowing that. But of
yeah.
course, there will be a time when it won't allow it, because All I Want for Christmas Is You is gonna be number one for 4 or 5 weeks forever if it goes on like this, and nobody is gonna be able to break that record. So
Yeah,
at one point, I think they're gonna do
yeah.
something about it.
Yeah, maybe they might kind of restrict the rules like they did after, what happened with Lose Control and Beautiful Things, etc. They might add some new control points.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it is possible.
yeah,
We'll see in the coming weeks what's gonna happen, whether she's gonna break those records.
yeah,
But we
yeah.
are rooting for her.
Yeah, definitely.
So
And I think
yeah,
also, What I find super interesting that happened during Hot 100 number one award this past week, and also I think
Hmm.
what we can also face in the upcoming number one war with Christmas songs is that, for example, the Fate of Ophelia was number one on US Spotify, US Apple Music, US Amazon Music, throughout the entire week, also US iTunes.
Right.
Especially for streaming. She was number two on streaming songs chart with The Fate of Ophelia. And Golden was number
Hmm.
one, although the song was number one on three major platforms. It's like, I think, really incredible how these, program streams and all of these other DSPs have come to play such a crucial role. How
Hmm.
program streams can affect I think streaming songs chart in such a critical way also eventually had 100. And I
Hmm.
think more and more people and labels and teams seeing this, might really go for that more and more because I think it's easier to have number one with program streams because it's programmed. Yeah, so. I think I think Billboard, just as a humble suggestion, should maybe also in the future bring some, I think, monitoring rules for that too.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen many people complaining about that, especially one particular song by Billie Eilish, Wildflower.
Mm,
I mean, they call it fraudulent because there has been so much other play involved in the streams of that song, and it just got nominated for Grammy, although it is a 2-year-old
mm,
song. Uh, and it has been on Billboard Hot 100 for over 70 weeks, and now
mm.
it's out finally this week.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
also it's was a little bizarre how it went recurrence on the week that it got nominated for Grammys.
yeah, that's
It was
interesting.
I think it was a little weird because the reason why Wildflower stayed on the chart was although it was already below the threshold for the total number of weeks below number 50 rank, so it should have gone recurrent when you look at the rule, but because it was increasing in radio
Yeah,
airplays in total multimetric equation, it was staying on the chart. It was not recurrent. So, but some, I don't know how,
yeah.
the radio started to play it less, and it went recurrent, and I was little surprised actually. And Billie Eilish is such an amazing artist, and I really respect her so much. And I humbly wish her all the success with Wildflower and Grammys. But yeah, I'm still, just as a person of music and charts fan, just I'm curious about how
Mhm.
this happened.
Yeah, I mean, the people are talking about it actually. That one specific format made it stay on the charts for, for a year. And we don't know what happened there. But it's a great song. I think it's like one of the best songs on the album, and sh the album is great too. But I'm also curious how it got nominated for a Grammy when it's 2 years old. I mean, when it comes to Grammys, like rules don't apply to some artists and
Yeah.
some songs. We're gonna talk about Grammys, by the way.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
maybe yeah.
that's an interesting
Let's maybe
situation.
start because somehow we got to that point and it's like we can hold it in and it's like we want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about Grammys. I mean, some categories were expected, like some people knew, like song by song, what was gonna nominated, and it just happened. There are
Yeah.
some snubs, there are some surprises.
Yeah.
What was like the most surprising thing that came out of Grammys nominations?
I think if you want me to say just one thing, the most surprising thing was that we are seeing Subway by Chaperone being nominated as the Record of the Year, but not
And
as the
not
Song of the Year.
song. Yeah,
Because I think, for maybe those of our listeners who don't know, Song of the Year basically awards the songwriting, while the Record of the Year basically awards the entire record, with its production, with all of the
Yeah,
melodies, with all of the record that is released. But I think Subway I think it is by far, and without even an, I think, argument necessary, it is, I think, a songwriting major accomplishment. It's songwriting magic. Uh, I don't know. I still can understand. Of course, probably the Academy knows probably better than us, but I don't know.
I don't think the academy knows better than us, to be honest. It is all down to promotion, self-promotion, marketing. So that was surprising for me too. I mean, if you ask me, I would say that too. I was
Hmm.
surprised by that. Other than that, I'm surprised by all the Justin Bieber nominations.
Hmm.
No offense to Justin Bieber or the album, but I don't think this is the album that should get so many nominations. That was surprising. The Weeknd got snubbed again. I mean, it was a great album. I don't know
Yeah.
what the Grammys have. I mean, what kind of a beef do they have? I don't know. And they made amends last year when the Weeknd made a
Yeah.
surprise performance at Grammys.
Yeah.
So that was surprising as well. I have some
Yeah.
notes about that.
Yeah, I was also what I was mostly surprised with Justin Bieber's Swag album nomination was it got an R&B song nomination. It got a pop song nomination with Daisies and Yukon. And of course, with all due respect to Yukon, uh, I think there are also a lot of R&B songs that are, more R&B than Yukon. Because
Exactly.
it's again it has, of course, I mean, we're seeing the rise of pop R&B mashups, and of course it's popular and it's great to play with
Yeah,
genres. But when we're talking about an R&B song of the year, at least you would expect more R&B.
exactly. I mean, I think even Justin Bieber fans are surprised as us. I
Mm,
don't think they were expecting this many nominations as well. So
mm,
there's some kind of a like I don't know a campaign by his management team probably because
mm.
these award shows work like that. So that's what I'm guessing. And you're right, R&B had a great year, and I wasn't expecting Justin Bieber's name on that list, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
And apart from that, Ordinary wasn't nominated at all by
yeah,
Alex Warren.
yeah.
And
That was very interesting. That was very interesting.
yeah, I mean, that's like one of the most enduring hits of the year. It's still top three in US.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Yes,
that
and
was interesting for
he's
me
a
as well.
breakout artist. Everybody's talking about Alex Warren. If
Yeah,
everybody's listening to it globally. It's a global hit, that's for sure. Not
exactly.
only a US hit. And people
Yeah,
even mistook him for a British artist for some time. He needed to go and announce on his social media that I am an American citizen.
it was
That's
brilliant.
how global he has become, that they're mistaking him for a British artist.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think it's very weird. I think another surprise moment that I saw was Gracie Abrams, That's So True, not being nominated.
exactly. That's one of the like most popular hits we've
Yeah,
seen during this year.
yeah,
That was interesting as well. Revan
yeah,
Lene wasn't nominated.
yeah. And I don't know, but by the way, on that topic, if Revan Lene submitted a live version of Lamina because it's a 2024 song. I don't know if that's the case, but then I also don't know how Wildflower got dominated. If
Yeah, I mean
the
that's the
reason
same
why
case.
Laminat was not dominated because it was in 2024, then
Did Billie
what's the
Eilish
case with
release
that?
it live? version of Wildflower? No. So yeah, I
Uh,
mean, some rules
yeah.
apply to some artists. Maybe there's a perfect
Yeah.
explanation
Yeah.
for this. I
If
mean, if
there is a live
anyone
version
knows,
out
drop it
there,
in the
yeah.
comments.
Exactly. If there's a
Apparently,
live
we
version
don't know
of
about it.
Wildflower, we don't know. Maybe we should go and research. Maybe, and also, yes, please let us know. Also, I'll definitely
Exactly.
research.
Yeah. We'll let you know if we find something in the comments.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
Uh,
Definitely.
Another surprise for me was Lord, actually. She had a great album.
Mm,
It wasn't like her most successful album, but it was a solid album. And she is a Grammy favorite, as far as I can remember, but that was a surprise for me as
yeah.
well.
Yeah. Uh,
I mean,
it's so, I think different how, I think it's so related with one of the interviews, what Halsey said, she talked about how she did 100K, I think, during her first week with one of her albums, and the label was not happy with the results. And she was like, "What?
yeah,
I mean, I did 100K, and now we're looking at Billboard 200 number ones for most of the year. And it was like with 50K, albums were becoming number one
yeah,
on the chart. And I think it's so, again, relatable in one sense because there comes a time, unfortunately, also, for example, we have seen Taylor Swift talk about this so much. There comes a time where mainstream media somehow is preferring to move towards other artists, other songs, other albums because for some reason they think that it will get more traction. But I think it should be about how artistry should be celebrated.
exactly. I agree. And these award shows, actually, like I said, uh, is actually about how the artist and the management team campaign for it.
Hmm.
So maybe they didn't nominate certain artists in the right categories, or they didn't nominate them at all. So the management and the artist has to work too. It's the same for Oscars as well.
Yeah.
And the Grammys actually have changed because they are focusing on relevancy now. Back then, they didn't award popular artists in the 90s. I don't remember popular artists like pop stars, pop girls, boy bands being celebrated on Grammys. But now we see them getting nominated because they want the attention and they want the publicity.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Grammys have changed too, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's, I think, very interesting. And also, I think maybe one of the good moments that we have seen is Sombr is nominated for Best New Artist.
Exactly.
And maybe
He
also
deserves it.
Olivia Dean, also Leon Thomas. They're nominated. So I think that's a good moment for them to celebrate their
Yeah,
artistry because they all had really great years.
exactly.
And I think I'll be both happy and sad, whatever the result is on the Best New Artist category, because
Yeah,
I think somehow they all deserved it. They all really deserve to win because they were so good this year. And also speaking of Sombr, maybe moving a little from the Grammy subject, but also we know he just released the physical versions of his debut album, I Barely Know Horror. So we might expect the album to come back to top 10 next week on Billboard 200 based on his daily double predictions. So it's
yeah.
really the album, the songs, what he's still doing and streaming. He's still strong, and congratulations.
And I think Back to Friends is very close to top 10 as well. I mean, his predictions show he is getting his first top 10 hit, probably, if
Yeah,
nothing
yeah,
changes. And he just
yeah.
performed on SNL too.
Mm,
So he might get to top 10 on both Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard 200
yeah,
next week. That's a huge
yeah,
accomplishment for him.
yeah. Simultaneous top 10 hits. I think that's almost like a season artist thing to do.
Yeah, he's gonna be
So,
ecstatic about it.
yeah, definitely. I can imagine the posts he'll do on social
Yeah,
media. And Yeah, but also what I really love about him is it's like so authentic with what he produces as content on his social media. He definitely goes like wild and he screams and he can't believe anything that can happen. And he
Yeah.
doesn't care at all about what people say. He just wants to continue in his own way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to his posts celebrating the top 10 hits. And I think it's gonna be good for him to experience this after that whole debacle about his concerts getting
Yeah,
those reviews by certain TikTokers. So this is
yeah.
definitely good news for him.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Congratulations.
Yeah, we hope so.
Wow.
And
That's how Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard 200 top 10. The news, at least the main news, are
yeah,
shaping around. Do you have anything else to talk this week?
yes, we can talk about Olivia Dean. She is stable at top five. But we can talk about another hit by her that is looming, that is so easy to fall in love, and it's doing great on Spotify. It's actually number six on Spotify yesterday, and globally it is doing well as well. So in January we might be looking at another hit from her, probably after the Christmas songs leave
Wow.
the chart, and we get a fresh chart in January. She might be
Wow.
there with two songs like "Man I Need" and "So Easy to Fall in Love," because she's like
Yeah.
the hot artist at the moment. So
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when she hits the first note of the chorus, saying so easy to fall in love, my heart melts in
Yeah,
hearing her. She's so warm and she's such an, I think, eclectic voice in also blending those soul and pop and jazz and everything and gospel.
yeah.
We're talking about this every week, but I think we can just get enough of ourselves talking
And
about it
stop
because I think
talking.
she deserves,
Exactly.
yeah, she deserves all the accolades and it's so
Yeah.
rare. I don't remember the last time that we have seen such a song and also being at the top of the charts. Making sure that you are using your own music, your own lane, and making it in a way mainstream so much so that it goes above the charts. I think that's a blend of real bright and smart musician artistry at the same time.
Exactly. That's why I think she's succeeding like this, and the whole world is in love with her, and that
Yeah,
shows in the charts as well.
yeah. So easy to
Yeah, we'll
fall
be
in love.
looking forward to exactly. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to her success in 2026 as well.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I think that is it for this week. What do you think?
Wow. Yeah. I mean, thank you guys so much for coming and leaving comments on all of our platforms and sharing your views. Thanks to your comments, we're trying to make it better every week. Thank you guys
Exactly.
so much.
Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe and follow us on our social media accounts and listen to us on your favorite Spotify, Apple Podcasts accounts, whatever they are called. So keep following us. Thank you, and see
Yes.
you next week.